I'm Enock Rutaaza, a Ugandan, and I'm married from Mbarara, Bihare, North Division, a tourism passionate, enthusiast, promoter. I have promoted tourism in general, domestic tourism and international tourism through different activities that I have ventured to start projects through my community. First of all, where I come from is Ranger. At my ancestral home, I started a community tourism project, and that is the Ranger Community Tourism campsite. Through that, I promoted tourism through school visits, taking schools to visit national parks, different areas of interest that I would package and take them for visiting. And through there, I was learning that indeed one has to re-promote their own business by putting up tourist campsites where people can pitch their tents and sleep. And in that way, I managed to make sure that I can do community-based tourism as a business. Through that community-based tourism, I invited so many of my friends who were looking at me studying, bringing tourists in the communities, and they also were enjoying the tourists visiting the communities and exchanging culture. And through all this, it became lively that you'd see tourists come and they want to do the real activities we do in our homes, like milking, like going to the gardens to dig, and all that interested the tourists and the communities. So the interaction between the visitors who are the foreign visitors and the local communities became an interaction where everyone was now learning from one another. And in that, I said this should be a business, and this business I have taken it mileage to see that many communities can copy and do it. Through that, my neighbors who have started like Igongo Culture Center, they came and said, Enock, how can we do the business like you? I said, okay, let us start. I told them how to start it and how to make it, and they all started. That is my neighbor Tumusime, James. He came, we discussed how we can promote the same business, because me, I was in two communities, and for him, he was interested in doing like a museum, and I told him that museum will work. And through that, as a man who is an entrepreneur, he started putting his money and built that. I also started the beauty pageant with my colleagues. That is Stella, who is in Canada, and Muyambi. We pushed and started the beauty pageant called Miss Tourism Ankole in collaboration with the late Honorable Minister Mutagamba, who was Minister of Tourism, who started this project for us as Miss Tourism Uganda in collaboration with other community regions. Miss Tourism was in regions Busoga, Bunyoro, Itoro. All these are Miss Tourism, and we use the beauty pageant to market the tourist attractions within our communities. Again, my neighbor in the community, Martin Kananura, I told him, your farm is very good. Let's start agrotourism. And we started the Ranger Agrotourism Demonstration and Training Farm. Now agrotourism has picked up very huge. Through my other colleagues, I started up the Mbarara Tourism Information Center. I managed to promote tourism, our tourist activities all along Ankole region. And I used the media, the radio stations, the TV, and I found that people were yearning to benefit from tourism. And through that, the Mbarara Tourism Information Center made me who I am through people when they were listening in to me on what I was doing, how I was promoting, and everyone was coming to me for help, for assistance, on marketing their projects, on marketing their sites. And it encouraged me on how I could support the local communities, also improve their tourism attractions, and there's a large potential in terms of culture, scenery, in terms of all this. My colleagues in Kampala, with my colleague, Mr. Paul Kolnako, I'm a director of marketing for Chakig Ecotourism Center, Mukono Zoo in Naples. So we've been pushing and starting this also Greater Mukono Tourism Information Center, while we are also pushing for the zoo, the Chakig Ecotourism Center, to pick up. And through such collaborations, now I have managed to come up with another product, which is Mukono Tourism and Hospitality Forum. This has really attracted members of the people who have hotels, tour companies who are in Mukono region. With all these expertise and all this that I am learning from others, tourism is everybody's business. I have pushed road safety campaigns with the Ministry of Transport and Roads to see that we have safety for tourists along the road. I have worked with the Uganda Wildlife Authority to promote community-based conservation enterprises along the national parks. I have worked generously with the Ministry of Tourism to get ideas that can support the mandate of the ministry that it requires to do and support communities. And all these, when you collaborate and share ideas, these communities benefit in one way or another. I've been mobilizing and marketing all these companies that I am affiliated to, and I'm a tour operator. San Diego Tours and Travel, that is a company that I am a tour marketing manager for San Diego Tours and Travel. But all in all this, I said no. I started the Ankole Heritage and Cultural Tourism, where I'm the Vice President, and my colleague I started with is in Canada, is the President. That is Stella Bam. I said it should not go like that, and you who is giving, you don't take all the lion advantage to the others. That is when now I started with Rutaaza Tourism Consult. It's a hub for the marketing agency. So all this Rutaaza Tourism Hub and Consult Agency is for purely marketing tourism facilities. These facilities are all over. We have hotels, we have motels, we have everywhere. So Rutaaza Tourism and Consult and a marketing agency is the mother body that to see that we are partnering with Nengo Innovations to promote and market tourist facilities. There are so many organizations that we can be affiliated to see that we can market our enterprises. So my experience is, I have experience with working with the relevant people. That is the Ambassador Katana. He is my father-in-law, but he used to be the Ugandan ambassador to Denmark. He's told me so much about international visitors coming to Uganda and how you can share knowledge. My brother-in-law, Ambassador James Baba, who used to be the Minister of State for Internal Affairs and was Ambassador of Uganda to Japan. I have related to all these people. I have Ugandans who are in the diaspora, like Ambassador Robbie Kakonge. Those are friends. They are ambassadors in the embassy in Washington, DC. I have lots of now connections in all these embassies to see that they send their visitors and we promote tourism here in Uganda through that kind of collaborations. I'm looking at what do I benefit out of this with this experience I'm talking about. Projects that I have started, like the two zoos, I've got a demonstration zoo, the support to Chakigi ecotourism Nakosi Zoo in Mukono. I am now a mobilizer for Mukono Development Forum, the MDF, and I'm in charge for promoting tourism and hospitality businesses under LED, that is the Local Economic Development Forum for Mukono. Those are my experiences that now come along with me and what I can do, what I can promote, and how I can partner with whoever is interested in working with my experience for all this time that I have. You are majorly welcome for partnership and for investment opportunities that come along with a man of my experience. I have a lot to share and I have a lot to promote. That is why now with the Rutaaza Tourism Consult and Marketing Agency, in collaboration with Nengo Innovations, we are going ahead to see how we can promote all these hospitality and tourism enterprises.